Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Life Project, the place where you can learn English in a calm, simple, and natural way while also enjoying the conversation as if you were listening to two friends talking about real-life situations.
Hi, everyone. We are really happy that you are here with us again today because in this episode, we are going to talk about something that is very important and very useful for your everyday life, which is daily conversation and how you can speak more naturally and more confidently in simple situations.
Yes, and the good thing about today's topic is that you do not need very difficult words or complicated grammar to have a good daily conversation, because most of the time people use simple sentences, clear ideas, and friendly expressions that are easy to understand.
Exactly. And sometimes learners feel nervous because they think they need to speak perfectly. But in reality, communication is more important than perfection. So even if your sentences are not perfect, people can still understand you if you speak clearly and naturally.
So today, we're going to help you feel more comfortable when you talk about your daily life, your routine, your feelings, and your simple activities, and we will give you examples that you can repeat and practice.
And before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can keep learning with us every week, because we always try to bring you useful and practical English that you can use in real-life conversations.
All right, let's start with a very simple situation, which is talking about your morning, because this is something that everyone can talk about, and it is a great way to start a conversation with someone.
Yes, for example, you can say, I usually wake up at 7 in the morning and then I drink a cup of tea or coffee while I check my phone. And this is already a complete and natural sentence that people use every day.
And if you want to add more detail, you can continue by saying, after that, I get ready for work or school, and I sometimes feel a little sleepy in the morning, which makes your sentence more personal and more interesting.
I like that because when you add your feelings, your conversation becomes more real, and the other person can connect with you more easily. And maybe they will say something like, oh, I feel the same way in the morning.
Yes, and that is how a simple conversation starts, because you share something about your life, and then the other person responds, and then you continue talking step by step.
Another useful thing is using simple connectors like then, after that, and later, because they help you organize your ideas and make your speech smoother and easier to follow.
For example, you can say, I wake up at 7, then I take a shower, and after that, I have breakfast. And even though the sentences are simple, they sound very natural and clear.
And remember, you do not need to speak very fast, because speaking slowly and clearly is actually better, especially when you are still learning and building your confidence.
That's a very important point, because many learners try to speak fast like native speakers, but it is more important to be understood than to be fast. So take your time and speak at a comfortable pace.
Now, let's imagine you are talking to a friend or a colleague and they ask you, what do you usually do in the morning? So you can answer with a simple but complete response using the structure we just talked about.
You could say, I usually wake up early, then I make some coffee, and after that, I prepare for my day. And if you want, you can add, sometimes I feel tired, but coffee helps me wake up.
Yes, that sounds very natural, and it also shows your personality, which makes the conversation more interesting and more enjoyable for both people.
Now, let's move a little bit forward in the day and talk about the afternoon, because this is another common topic in daily conversations, especially when people talk about work, school, or free time.
Yes, in the afternoon, you can talk about what you are doing or what you usually do. For example, in the afternoon, I usually work on my tasks, attend meetings, or study for my classes.
And again, you can add small details like, sometimes I feel busy, but I try to stay focused, which makes your sentence more expressive and more real.
Also, you can ask questions to keep the conversation going, like, what about you? What do you usually do in the afternoon? And this is very important because conversation is not only about speaking, but also about listening and asking.
Yes, asking questions shows that you are interested, and it helps the conversation continue naturally without feeling forced or uncomfortable.
And if you don't understand something, it is okay to ask for clarification. You can say, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" Or "Can you explain that again?" And this is completely normal in real conversations.
Absolutely, because even native speakers ask for clarification sometimes, so you should not feel shy or embarrassed when you need help.
So, as you can see, daily conversation is not about using big words or complex grammar, but about sharing simple ideas in a clear and friendly way.
And the more you practice these small conversations, the more confident you will become, and slowly you will start to speak more naturally without thinking too much.
Yes, and remember that making mistakes is part of learning, so do not be afraid of them because every mistake helps you improve and become better.
Exactly. So just keep practicing, keep speaking, and try to enjoy the process, because learning a language should also be fun and interesting.
And when you enjoy the process, you feel more relaxed and your brain learns faster, which makes everything easier in the long run.
So let's continue building this skill step by step. And in the next part, we will go deeper into practical tips and more examples that you can use in your daily conversations.
All right, now let's continue our conversation and go deeper into some practical tips that will help you speak more naturally and more confidently in your daily life situations, even if you are still at an A2 or B1 level.
Yes, and now we're going to focus more on real situations like talking with friends, classmates, or even people you meet for the first time, because these are the moments where daily conversation really matters.
One very useful tip is to use simple patterns again and again until they feel natural, because repetition helps your brain remember the structure and use it without thinking too much.
For example, you can use the pattern I usually, then I after that, I to talk about many things, not only your morning, but also your work, your studies, or your free time activities.
Yes, for example, in the evening, I usually relax at home. Then I watch a movie, and after that, I go to bed. And this is a very simple but very effective way to communicate your ideas.
And if you want to sound more natural, you can add small expressions like to be honest, actually, or sometimes, because these words are very common in everyday speech.
For example, you can say, "To be honest, I feel very tired in the evening, so I just want to relax." And this sounds friendly and natural, like a real conversation.
Another important tip is to react to what the other person says, because conversation is not only about your own ideas, but also how you respond to others.
Yes, you can use simple reactions like, "Oh, really? That's interesting," or "I see." And these small expressions show that you are listening and engaged in the conversation.
And sometimes you can also share a similar experience. For example, if someone says, I work a lot in the afternoon, you can say, oh, me too. I usually have a lot of work in the afternoon.
That creates a connection and it makes the conversation more natural and more enjoyable because both people are sharing and responding.
Now let's talk about another situation, which is talking about your free time. Because this is a very common topic in daily conversations, especially when you meet new people.
Yes, people often ask, "What do you do in your free time?" And this is a great opportunity to practice simple but meaningful sentences.
You can say, in my free time, I like to read books, watch movies, or spend time with my friends. And then you can add more details if you want.
For example, recently I have been watching a lot of movies because I want to relax after a busy day. And this gives more information and makes your answer more interesting.
And don't forget, you can always ask the same question back, like, what about you? What do you like to do in your free time? Because this keeps the conversation balanced.
Another useful idea is to talk about your feelings because this adds emotion to your conversation and helps the other person understand you better.
For example, instead of just saying, I work a lot, you can say, I work a lot and sometimes I feel tired, but I also feel proud of my work. And this sounds more complete.
Yes, and even simple feelings like happy,
tired, excited, or a little stressed can make a big difference in how natural your English sounds.
Now, let's practice a small dialogue together so you can see how these ideas work in a real conversation.
Okay, I will start. Hi, Alex. How was your day today?
Hi, Lisa. My day was quite busy, to be honest. I had a lot of work in the afternoon, but I feel good because I finished everything.
Oh, that's great. I also had a busy day, but in the evening I relaxed and watched a movie.
That sounds nice. I think relaxing in the evening is very important after a long day.
As you can hear, the sentences are not very difficult, but they sound natural because they include feelings, reactions, and simple connectors.
Yes, and this is exactly what you should practice, because daily conversation is about being clear, friendly, and natural, not about being perfect or complicated.
And remember, you can practice by speaking to yourself, recording your voice, or talking with a friend, because practice is the key to improvement.
The more you use these patterns and expressions, the more automatic they will become, and soon you will not need to think about them anymore.
And when that happens, you will feel more confident and more comfortable speaking English in real situations.
So keep practicing, keep listening, and keep trying to express your ideas, even if they're simple, because simple English is powerful and useful.
And now, let's move forward and bring everything together with some final tips and a clear summary that will help you remember everything easily.
Now let's bring everything together in a clear and simple way so you can feel more confident using daily conversation in your real-life situations. Because by now you have learned many useful ideas, patterns, and expressions that can help you speak more naturally and more comfortably in English.
Yes, and the most important thing to remember is that daily conversation is not about using very difficult words or trying to sound perfect all the time, but it is about communicating your ideas clearly, sharing your thoughts, and connecting with other people in a friendly and natural way.
Exactly. And when you understand this idea, you start to feel less pressure when you speak, because you realize that it is okay to make small mistakes, and it is okay to take your time while you're speaking, as long as your message is clear and easy to understand.
That's a very important point because many learners stop themselves from speaking simply because they're afraid of making mistakes. But in reality, mistakes are a normal and necessary part of the learning process, and they actually help you improve step by step.
So instead of worrying too much about grammar or perfect sentences, try to focus on simple communication. For example, talking about your daily routine, your plans, your feelings, and your experiences, using clear and basic structures.
Yes, for example, you can say, "Today was a busy day for me because I had a lot of work to do, but I feel happy because I finished everything." And this is a simple sentence, but it sounds natural and meaningful.
And you can always build longer sentences slowly by adding more details. For example, in the morning, I woke up a little late, so I felt a bit stressed, but after I had some coffee, I felt more relaxed and ready to start my day, which shows your feelings in your experience in a clear way.
Another thing that we talked about is using simple connectors like then, after that, later, and because these words help you connect your ideas and make your speech smoother and easier to follow.
For example, you can say, I finished my work, then I went home, and after that, I watched a movie because I wanted to relax. And this sounds very natural in everyday conversation.
Yes, and when you use these connectors, your sentences become longer and more interesting, but they are still easy to understand, which is exactly what you need at the A2 to B1 level.
We also learned that adding your feelings makes your conversation more real and more engaging, because people are usually interested in how you feel, not only in what you do.
For example, instead of saying, "I studied English today," you can say, "I studied English today, and I felt really happy because I understood more than before." And this gives more life to your sentence.
That's right. And when you share your feelings, the other person can respond more easily. For example, they might say, "That's great," or "I'm happy for you." and this keeps the conversation going.
Speaking of keeping the conversation going, we also talked about asking simple questions because conversation is not only about speaking, but also about listening and interacting with the other person.
Yes, questions like, "What about you? How is your day?" or "What do you usually do in the evening?" are very useful, and you can use them in many different situations.
And when the other person speaks, you can use small reactions like, "Oh, really? That's interesting," or "I see," to show that you are listening and paying attention.
These small reactions are very powerful because they make the conversation feel natural and friendly, even if your vocabulary is still limited.
Another important tip is to speak at a comfortable speed because many learners try to speak too fast, and that can make them feel nervous or make their sentences unclear.
So it is better to speak a little slowly, think about your words, and express your ideas clearly, because clarity is more important than speed in communication.
And if you need time to think, you can use small pauses or simple phrases like, "let me think," or "well," and this is something that even native speakers do in real conversations.
Yes, and this makes your speech sound more natural, not less natural. So you should not be afraid to pause when you need to.
Now, let's imagine a longer example of a daily conversation, so you can see how all these ideas come together in a natural way.
All right, I will start. Hi, Lisa. How was your day today? It sounds like you were quite busy earlier.
Hi, Alex. Yes, my day was quite busy, to be honest. I had many things to do in the afternoon, and at first I felt a little stressed, but later I managed everything, so now I feel relaxed.
That's great to hear. I also had a busy day, but in the evening I decided to take a short break, and that helped me feel much better.
That sounds like a good idea. I think taking breaks is very important, especially when you have a lot of work to do during the day.
Yes, I agree. And after my break, I felt more focused and more productive, which made my work easier to finish.
As you can hear, this conversation is not using very difficult language, but it sounds natural because it includes feelings, reactions, and connected ideas.
And this is exactly what you should practice, because simple and clear English is very powerful, and it is enough for most daily conversations.
Another helpful idea is to practice speaking every day, even if it is only for a few minutes, because regular practice helps you build confidence and improve faster.
You can talk to yourself, describe your day, or even imagine a conversation in your mind, and this will help you become more comfortable with speaking.
And if you have a friend or a partner to practice with, that is even better, because real interaction helps you learn how to respond and react in real time.
Yes, and you can also listen to simple English conversations like this one, and try to repeat some sentences, because this helps you improve your pronunciation and your fluency.
And don't worry if you cannot understand everything at first, because understanding comes step by step, and with practice, it becomes easier and easier.
So the key ideas are simple. Speak clearly, use basic structures, add small details, express your feelings, and interact with the other person.
And remember, confidence comes from practice, not from perfection. So the more you practice, the more confident you will feel.
You are already improving, even if you do not notice it every day, because every small step you take is part of your progress.
So keep going, keep practicing, and try to enjoy your learning journey, because learning English is not only useful, but it can also be fun and exciting.
And before we finish, we would like to remind you to comment and share your thoughts with us, because we really enjoy reading your messages and knowing about your learning experience.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, English Life Project, so you can continue learning with us and improve your English step by step in a simple and natural way.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today, and we hope that you feel more confident and ready to use English in your daily conversations.
Keep practicing every day, stay positive, and remember that you can do it, because learning a language is a journey, and you are moving forward with every step that you take.